Hey guys, this is Financial Fitness, and today I'm with a friend of mine. He's been at the last. I met him at the last meetup in Dallas, and he's here in Coeur d'Alene, now we're in Washington. But we were just talking about his accomplishments, because when you meet people that come to these things, they're multi-talented. Most of them have real estate, lawyers. Vegan. He's a vegan. This is really interesting to me because I eat a ton of meat, and I don't have anything against vegans. I think it's really cool. He has the strictest diet that I've ever seen, and he sticks with it. No alcohol, no caffeine. What else?
No dairy, no meat,
no butter, no eggs. I mean, I don't know how he does it, and he looks great. His skin's glowing. I mean, it's impressive. Now, what about getting enough protein? See, that would be my caveat. That would be kind of like, okay, so I'm trying to get about 1 gram per pound of body weight, and usually a little bit more because of the thermodynamics of food. 30% of the protein we eat goes towards the digestion, so it's kind of like free food.
Right.
That's another tip. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Eat more protein helps you. So how is it hard to get protein?
So for you, because you have so much muscle mass, you're definitely going to have to put in that extra effort, which you already do, I'm sure, right? You're putting in a big effort to maintain that muscle mass.
Right.
Yeah.
But it makes it easy when I eat meat because it's denser.
Yes.
So when the animal eats the grass, and it'll eat a ton of grass and it'll condense it into this muscle. Then you can eat the muscle and you'll get a lot of nutrients in one bite. So that would be. I'm curious to how much lentils.
Yes.
Without going over my carbohydrates. And there's vegan bodybuilders.
Yes.
And I guess I need to research that a little bit.
I think what happens is if you're not vegan, you can get more incidental protein and without as much concentration. And so in that respect, I think it's easier. But there's certainly way, as you just mentioned, there's vegan bodybuilders. You can certainly put on mass. And so one of the protein powders that I use is Vivo Life, and not because I'm endorsing it, just because I looked on Labdoor and I looked for the purest, high quality vegan protein powder, and that's the first one that came up. And then, like you said, lentils, beans, and nuts. I mean, those are going to be your primary sources, but you're going to have to. I think you'd have to supplement it with a lot of protein.
When you say nuts, I think of fat because there's very little protein in nuts compared to the fat. I think a serving of nuts is maybe 7 grams of protein. And I don't know how many fats, maybe 20 something. I mean, that's a lot.
Yes.
And one fat's 9 grams. One gram of fat is 9 calories. 1 carbohydrate is 4 calories. So
it isn't completely
dense.
Efficient, right?
What?
The nuts, they won't be as efficient because.
Well, and it's also the whole. The oils in the nuts, the omega-6 that we already get too much of.
Right.
It actually breaks my skin out. So nuts, to me, I love them. Don't get me wrong. Nut butters and all that stuff, I'm crazy about them. Because they taste good, right? Your body craves those real dense calories. It wants that. So nuts would not be it. Lentils. I don't know. I'm gonna look into this a little more. I know I got a vegan that watches me all the time. He comments on my channel, and he's been talking to me about it too. So I'm curious. I want to try it maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if you try it, what's the harm, right? For a week, you won't. Really
I'll have to restructure everything,
Yeah.
It's like instead of cooking up a bunch of chicken, I'll have to cook up a barrel full of lentils.
Well, there's more to it. There's more to it than that. But yes, I get it. And really, I haven't been too focused on getting that much protein. I probably get like 120 and 140. So I'm not looking like you're going to be out there like searching like what are these different sources.
Right.
Of protein.
But I know they're out there because I see. I think they do a lot of soy.
I don't. Yeah, and I don't want any. I try to stay away from soy.
Yeah.
Like I don't want too much soy.
Estrogen stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it make you feel? Let's stretch this out a little bit.
Yeah. So I think that's a good question because one upside is with a vegan diet. There's been only like one time where I have ever felt like after eating where I felt bad. Like, have you ever eaten too much and you felt bad?
Yeah.
So I don't feel
Today.
bad. Like I don't like. It's not like I'm like I go to a restaurant I eat a lot, and then all of a sudden it's like I don't want to do anything. I'm out. That doesn't happen. So I do think there's the energy side to this. Is like, okay, because meat can weigh you down. Like it just like it takes a lot to process it, right? A lot of energy, digestive energy goes into processing meat. So I think there is that aspect of it to it. And another good part of veganism is that you cut out a lot of stuff. For example, we were at this conference. I love sweets, but because I'm vegan, it's easier because I know there's just a hard line against. I'm not going to have that pastry. I'm not going to have that brownie. I'm not going to have that ice cream, and that has cut out so many sugars for me. So it helps in that regard. Not that you can't eat horribly vegan.
He's a beast. I ate the brownie and I ate the ice cream, and I did it all. So when I go on vacation, I just blow it out.
And they looked really good too.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was so good. But now I'm back. I'm not off vacation yet. I got one more day. So, but it's back. But when I get back, I would like to, at least, I could cut back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not cold turkey. I could try to implement lentils. What I've had before is it was too much carbs. So I would wind up I was overeating on carbs trying to get enough protein from lentils and stuff like that.
Well, the other part of it is like, why do you even have to be vegan, right? Like, why not just like, let's say one or two meals, or just percentage of your diet, just substitute out for alternatives. Make it a vegan meal rather than a whole vegan diet.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Nobody's the same. Everybody's different. Yeah. It might works different for me. It works different for you.
Right. Yeah,
that's a good idea. I might be able to try that.
Yeah.
What's interesting, like I said, this guy I've been very impressed with his structure and no cheese. I mean, it's wild for me because he's not eating all the stuff I'm looking for. So anyway, I hope we brought some value to you vegans. Maybe I'll give this a shot. This is Financial Fitness. I will see you tomorrow.